My name is Sebastian. I'm a rising senior at Lakeside High School in Seattle. As a student, I enjoyed long cross-country adventure runs and the 2-minute intensity of an 800-meter track race. And though I can't say I enjoy holding my breath across 2 lengths of swimming pool, I swim as well. And besides that, I engage in Model United Nations and a number of activities, including serving as student body president this coming year. I've had the good fortune of working for a number of months with 3 astounding individuals: Admiral Bill Owens, former Ambassador James Blaker, and former Naval Academy graduate and Professor John Newbold on deconstructing the complex US-China relationship and its implications for our future together. These individuals are networked with high-ranking officials in both the United States and China and have allowed me insightful exposure to the innumerable perspectives governing relations between these 2 superpowers. I speak now because the unfolding situation is one of concern. And I say this not as an expert, not as one skewed towards either the United States or China, but as a member of the generation to whom our next steps will be most significant. We can no longer measure and value ourselves based on a standing as world number 1. The times are sadly changing. It's difficult for us to conceptualize a future in which the United States does not take an indisputable lead on the international scene. Transactions at the moment, international transactions almost exclusively occur with US currency. America spearheads peacekeeping efforts, it stimulates economies across the globe. We make mistakes, to be sure, but underlying it all is a fundamental belief in America as a nation and power that can back or coerce all others, for better or for worse. We now must realize that perspective is unrealistic. Whether or not China surpasses us in the next 20 years, and I do believe it will, it's key that we recognize their growth not as a threat, but as an opportunity. An opportunity for joint peacekeeping, for research and technological innovations in artificial intelligence, in space travel, and in other areas that can benefit us all. Among the single most important factors for Chinese socioeconomic and military development as identified by President Xi Jinping himself is innovation. In his words at the May 2016 National Science and Technology Innovation Conference, "If science and technology flourish, the nation will flourish. If science and technology are strong, the country will be strong." Research collaboration between the United States and China can prove mutually advantageous and reinforce political relations. It sounds quite a lot like an idealistic fairyland, which incidentally is a frequent excuse to condemn any sort of collaboration as misguided. The United States and China have not been the best of friends, and mutual distrust stands in the way of meaningful dialogue. Neither nation is willing to accept the other on truly amiable terms. That must change, and our rising generation is the catalyst, as hackneyed as it may sound, because the future of our 2 nations is rarely discussed to the extent that it should be on any level beyond the political. The decisions of these coming years will define us, and at the moment we are unfortunately not aligned with common goals. That said, the United States should not pander blindly to China. It's unfair to place the blame for unhealthy relations exclusively on America. While it's true, for example, that the United States has made it practically impossible for Chinese companies to do business in the States, it is likewise impossible for American companies to do business in China. To effect meaningful change, younger generations in both countries must be primed to accept a partnership path forward with trust and shared targets. Thank you for listening to my few words in the case presented by Admiral Owens. Hopefully we can all impact our future for the better, but we have to act now.